Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the show.
What do we got on tour today? We got top 20, 15 quarterbacks for fantasy football. Tyler, what's our sponsor for today?
Our sponsor tonight is going to be Sweetwater 420 Pale Ale IPA. Kind of bad lighting, but you can't see it.
That actually looks disgusting. That might be a bottom 5 can design.
No, that one's going top 3 for me.
Top 3? Damn.
I like it.
That's too much.
Do it in Savannah, Georgia. You can only get it in the South, boys.
There you go.
Better than Vig's coffee beer last week.
Yeah, that's
Tell you
for
what, it had a little kick to it. It's nice.
sure. Drink it in the morning, then.
So how would you do this top 20?
That's when I got a problem.
Yeah, not in college anymore.
I still
All right.
try to after.
Top 20. So we go number 1 here. Who's everyone got number 1? Fantasy quarterback.
All right, I got Wentz.
Wentz number 1.
So you're saying if you would draft any quarterback right off the board, you're taking Wentz first?
I would take the Eagles quarterback. They got the most.
So Wentz sits out weeks 1 through 4. You're taking Nick Foles first quarterback off the board.
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder you never win.
No. I guess I would take that back because he's going to play over Foles no matter what. So if Foles was playing week 1 through 16, yeah, I'd take Foles first.
No way.
Yeah.
Do you think whoever is quarterbacking the Eagles first overall?
Yeah.
Wow, it's like they just won a Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
It's like you're just riding that wave.
The thing that's wrong with Wentz is every defense is going to act like it's their Super Bowl. They're going to go in there like this is their Super Bowl because the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, so they're going to give it their all every time.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't the Eagles have a super difficult schedule too?
Yeah, they'll probably win 9 games this year.
Oh, at least 10. And that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. Like Kirk Cousins has always been a pretty solid fantasy quarterback, and he barely ever wins over 9 games.
Yes, but I just don't want you to say you would take Nick Foles as your first quarterback.
According to Fantasy Pros, Philadelphia Eagles have the 5th easiest schedule.
Oh, that's weird. Usually the Super Bowl champion has hard schedule. Is that like a quarterback ranking or overall ranking? Oh, okay.
Huh.
So they face a lot of weak pass defense. Well, I mean, Cowboys, Giants, and Redskins twice a year helps a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Vig, who's your number 1 quarterback?
I want to go last for this because I want to receive and T probably did.
Who do you got, Mikhail?
I've got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's who I got too.
I would. That's a good argument. He's got the 2nd easiest schedule in the league this year.
Yeah.
According to my sources, he's got the 2nd hardest schedule in the league this year.
The Packers probably have the easiest schedule.
But for quarterbacks, he's 30 out of 32.
Oh, I'm looking at as a team all around. I guess not as a.
So that's why I got Aaron Rodgers number 3. Not even in my top 2.
That's still pretty high.
I've got Rodgers.
So Wilson, top
But
dog.
I thought it was an interesting point that Mikhail made already, that he asked Tyler, who's your first quarterback you take off the board? Rodgers is going to be the first quarterback that's taken off the board no matter what.
Well, yeah, he's the best quarterback.
But he wouldn't be yours?
But he wouldn't be mine. I'm not taking a quarterback first.
Yeah, I'm not taking.
Well, I don't think anyone here is taking a quarterback first.
Smith, like the last quarterback in the whole entire draft, and I don't draft quarterbacks really.
No. We're not talking about the first pick in the draft. We're talking about the first quarterbacks. All we're talking about is quarterbacks.
Right.
So who's your first quarterback?
Me?
You want mine?
Yeah, everyone else said theirs.
What's yours? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, me and Mikhail both did. Russell Wilson.
Oh,
Here's this.
Because no single player in the NFL does more for his team than Russell Wilson. I'm guaranteed big performances every week. And if he doesn't, I live with it. He'll score 20 more than probably any other quarterback will. He gets done with his feet and his legs. That's huge. Or with his
except the one year where he tore his ACL.
Second half of the season.
Yeah.
The first half, though, was pukable.
Russell's always going to be my guy. in fantasy.
I knew.
That's the first half of last
When I put Wilson on my list, I was like, Big's having this guy top 5 easy. I'm pretty sure he's been on his fantasy team every year that I put fantasy with him.
I love Russell. Hey, I know how to score points every year. I score like the most top 2, 3 every single year. I know how to score points.
year. Yeah.
Your Russell Wilson's my Tyreek Hill, Big.
I just know how to draft good teams, but I just have shitty matchups, and that's why I never.
The excuses.
It's the honest truth. I am like the worst at matchups. Chris experiences this with me in the other league. We get so unlucky. It's unreal.
It's called fantasy football for a reason.
Agreed. By the way, I'm going to put in a plug right now that for the waiver, I heard a good idea that I think Chris has mentioned this before. We should definitely switch it up and do the money version of it, where you like have a certain amount and you can spend, right? Something like that.
I've been campaigning that for years.
I'm in. I'm going to go full board with you on it this year.
All right,
I think that's good.
anyways, back to number 2 quarterbacks.
Roger. I had Rodgers.
I'm guessing same argument.
Deshaun Watson.
Wow.
Hey, I had him next, Big.
I mean,
And
is
here's
Deshaun
why.
Watson even going to be ready for week 1?
And here's why I don't even care if he's not.
Oh my god.
Because I saw a stat that was, I believe, a Matthew Berry stat that no quarterback in the history of the league scored on more touchdown percentages than he did in his 7-game span last year.
Yeah, I saw
That
that.
means
Texans
he
were
was
also the highest scoring offense last year when he was playing.
exactly, and they have the third easiest schedule. They got the Colts, Titans, and granted, Jags are tough, but those are cakewalk games for 4 wins this year.
Yeah. I just don't know what's going to happen in the running back situation. Might
And
be a
that's
little
what another
shaky.
thing. I don't care because they're going to throw and throw and throw. And I think Deshaun, if healthy, now this is all based on healthy, he's going to be. I think he'd be number 1 if not for the
Watson.
questionable health.
So you think the Deshaun Watson you saw for the 7 games last year is the one you're going to see forever?
I'll say this: that 7-game span is as good as Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck is ever going to play. Like that's as good as it gets.
If you don't think that he's got better numbers and I think performed better than Jimmy Garoppolo did, and Jimmy Garoppolo is getting paid for 6 games.
Right.
It's different.
No, I don't think he's going to play that good for 16 games, Mikhail. That's unrealistic. But I'm saying the best 7-game stretch that any great quarterback ever had looked like Deshaun
I'm
Watson.
just saying you're stupid. If we're playing fantasy football and you draft Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers is on the board, I'm going to laugh at you so much.
I guarantee you have to make that decision. Someone already picked Rodgers for me. He's my number 3, by the way.
Also, Will Fuller was hurt for a lot of that time that Deshaun Watson was quarterback, and he'll be back healthy at the beginning of the year too.
Yeah. Will Fuller's good.
Yeah, so Fuller and Hopkins and like Braxton Miller, I guess. I don't even know who their other wide receivers are.
Oh, gosh. We can't even start talking about wide receivers.
Yeah, no. All right, my number 2 is Russell, so
Sweet.
about the same.
Yeah, I got Russell as well.
Ooh, so then my number 1 Russell wasn't that weird then.
No.
I've got Russell pretty high. I don't have any facts on Russell. I just got a feeling that he's not going to have a good season.
I guess I'll start it off. My number 3 is Tom Brady. Why? Because he's the best quarterback ever.
Yeah, the only thing that worries me about Tom Brady is I don't know who his wide receivers are going to be this year.
Yeah, he has Gronk.
I'm not worried about receivers. You know who a quarterback's best friend is? A left tackle, and he's gone.
Yeah, he doesn't have Nate Solder for like the first time in the last decade.
I think this is the cripple year. This is the bad year for the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, if Julian Edelman gets suspended or if his suspension holds up, then that's Edelman and Amendola gone, even though Edelman didn't play last year. I don't even know who their wide receiver would be.
Does he still have Gronk?
He still does have Gronk, but that's a tight end.
Gronk's the best receiver in the league.
Okay, that's laughable.
This feels like Seattle of about 4 years ago to me. They have the Super Bowl incident where they don't run the football, and their team melts in the next 3 to 4 years. and the only thing keeping them afloat is the quarterback, Russell Wilson. So in the Patriots situation, I think this is the beginning of the end because Belichick sits the guy, costs him a big-time play in the Super Bowl, and obviously Butler I'm talking about. And the Patriots are now – they're still talking about this kind of stuff in the offseason. You don't hear a peep out of them in the offseason typically. Yeah. And now the Edelman thing. I think this is the end for the Patriots, and Brady rounds out my top 5, but I was debating to put him lower because I just think it's not going to end well.
Brady's not in my top 5.
Yeah, he's not my top 5 either.
To be honest. Now, yes, he's the greatest quarterback ever, but I think it's got to come to a point. It feels very Seattle-like to me.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I don't think it's
drafting him before Carson Wentz.
I could definitely see the Patriots starting to go downhill, like lose the AFC Championship or like divisional round or something. But I think once they start going downhill, I think it's gonna be a slow decline. I don't think it's gonna be like the Seahawks.
Yeah. Who's your number 3 quarterback, Tyler?
Watson.
Who? Russell. Okay.
No, Deshaun.
Oh. Okay. So
thank you. So another top 5 Deshaun. How many other people have Deshaun in the top 5?
I don't have him top 5.
Dude, I love Deshaun Watson.
So far the commonalities right now are Russell Wilson. Everybody's got him top 5 or not? T.
I don't.
Everyone's got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Everyone's got Brady top 5.
No.
No. Okay. So only Rodgers and Wilson. No, only Rodgers.
I have Wentz at 4. Does everyone else have Wentz?
7.
13.
Hell yeah, he sucks, man. Also, we've got to talk about Carson Wentz right now. So
okay, let's do it.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl, correct?
Yep.
I think I remember that correctly. And he didn't play in the Super Bowl. When was the last game that he played?
Week 15?
Week
14?
14. So he didn't play 1 ounce of the playoffs.
Right.
And they won the Super Bowl with a different quarterback. Now he all of a sudden just comes back and he has the job.
Yes. Well, yeah, he's not going to lose the job to Nick Foles if he's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Foles even went on TV the other day and said that the Eagles are it's Carson's team. I
was waiting for some pushback. Here we go. I got stats. So
who last year Super Bowl MVP?
Dude, that's one game that you win Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I don't think Carson Wentz has won one.
Didn't you tell me last week that Wentz almost won MVP of the league last year?
And he would have.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was number
False.
Carson Wentz was the number 5 quarterback in fantasy, only playing 13 games last year. If he'd have played those last 3 games, he's by far number 1.
Hey, are you guys freezing up?
No, it's just you, man.
I just froze really bad with all you guys.
Whatever. I just think it's kind of funny. This same thing happened to Alex Smith when Kaepernick took his job, but then Kaepernick just kept it.
It's actually a good point. Very similar.
Yeah, but not when you can't really compare Carson Wentz to Alex Smith.
I also agree. Alex Smith is not even a top 20 quarterback in this league, fantasy or real.
I have Alex Smith at 18.
Alex Smith.
I haven't get off my list ever. Never.
Alex Smith was a top 5 fantasy quarterback last year, wasn't he?
I know. He was number 4. But it's just I'll cringe every time I see his name. Every time.
I mean, in Washington, he might – he's not going to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But
someone said 4.
Didn't the Eagles – I'm back to Wentz. Didn't the Eagles say that Nick Foles could leave if he wants?
Well, no, they would have to release him.
Oh, I thought he had his contract coming.
Oh.
As far as I'm concerned, it's Nick Foles' team. He won the Super Bowl.
Try telling that to Eagles fans.
You also think it's Steph Curry's team, but Kevin Durant's the best team to play on.
Holy shit.
Turn those notifications off.
Let me figure out how to do that quick.
Is that your mom texting you?
I don't even know who. I don't even have a text right now.
Damn,
Here's what we should do going forward, since we're going to kind of be all over the place, I feel, from now on. We'll say a name, and everyone tells us where they are on the list. That might work better.
All right. Let me number these quick then.
I'm gonna, you number that off.
Here, I got the list. I'll rattle them off here when we're ready.
All right, So let's just go through the ones that we've already went through. Aaron Rodgers, 1. Preston,
3.
1.
Yep.
Vig, 3. T, where do you have him?
2.
Is
2.
that consensus like 1.5?
Yeah. Russ, where do you guys have him? Cressy, 2. Vig at 1. Tyler, you had him at what, 7?
9.
9. Damn, you're stupid.
10?
9.
Name.
I could.
I can't. Who's number 8?
Philip Rivers. Brady.
Who's 7?
7.
Philip Rivers.
Yes.
Oh,
Rivers.
the headache, dude. Oh,
Philip Rivers. Oh man.
It's
Tyler,
fantasy.
you were a former quarterback. I'm ashamed of you right now.
It's fantasy football.
Have you ever seen Philip Rivers throw a football?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
All right. So let's go. Tom Brady. Where do you guys have him?
8.
5. Grass, where do you have him?
7.
7. Carson Wentz. I had him at 4.
1.
13.
7. He's all over the place because he's a wild card. When you're hurt, you can't come off an injury season and just.
I mean, I'll
people-
feel way better about him once the season gets closer and he goes through training camp.
Yep.
He's easily a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
Top 5 if he's super healthy.
Drew Brees.
4.
4.
5.
Wow, that was pretty good then. So he's the top 5
Where
for
do you have him?
Huh?
Where'd T have? Where'd you have Drew Brees?
4.
Oh,
Now let me ask you guys: has the Mark Ingram injury affected at all?
No.
Yes.
Alvin Kamara. I mean, I guess Mark.
Alvin Kamara can't carry the ball every down.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara can't carry the ball every down.
he can't. But he's sick when he does.
It
Badass.
makes me.
They'll sign someone else before training camp starts.
It makes me wonder if they'll.
Peterson?
Maybe. Wouldn't make any sense, but they'll sign someone.
Wait, how long's Ingram out for?
4 games.
4?
I mean, it's a quarter of your season.
Yeah. So is Jameis.
That's a whole different thing.
Speaking of Jameis, no one has him in their top 20, correct?
No.
No.
All right, good. Deshaun, I had him at 6.
2.
3.
6.
Nice.
Now let me ask you: if he was not coming off an ACL injury,
6.
would you have him higher?
Well, if he had as good as a season as he did for those 7 games, then yes. But if he falls off the cliff like he's gonna, then I would have him. If I watched 10 more of his games, I would probably have him at 12. Because I know what's gonna happen. I know. I'm not stupid.
Quarterbacks in this league, a lot of fantasy points.
All right. Kirk Cousins, 7.
12.
9.
15.
15, Vig. That's down there.
You got to remember that he's learning a whole new system. He's never lived in Minnesota before. All of this takes adjusting and getting used to. He could have one of those first 8 games. He's really struggling. And then he comes on great, ends up taking the fantasy season.
You also have to remember the difference between 9 and 15 in fantasy quarterbacks is not that big.
True.
That is true. Yeah, but I just think that it's funny to tell, like, he's going to have, like, Mariota in front of him, Matt Stafford in front of him, Jimmy Garoppolo in front of him.
That's so funny. I have all those guys behind him. I'm pretty happy about that.
Only Stafford out of what you just listed. I also think Kirk Cousins is going to be a little less than people think because if Dalvin Cook is healthy, they're going to be a running football team.
That is true. He's not going to have as strong of a fantasy season.
And we're
as he
talking
usually does.
fantasy. Yeah, we're not talking. If we're talking true quarterbacks. I mean,
But
it's
he's
a
still going to sling the ball a lot.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a slinger, man.
I want to know who he's going to be slinging to, because now it was easy for Keenum to have favorite targets. Thielen's that, across the middle type player. That's Keenum's arm talent. Kirk Cousins could air it out. Stephon Diggs could be an interesting receiver to keep an eye out for in drafts.
So could Adam Thielen is also a pretty big deep threat, man.
Not like Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Deshaun Jackson of 2-3 years ago with Kirk Cousins?
Potentially.
All right. At 8, I have Cam Newton.
Same.
I have Newton at 6.
I'm at 5.
I was going to have him higher. The only reason I don't is because his number one target is Funchess, however you say his name.
Who's Wilson's number one target?
Doug Baldwin, top for sure 10 receiver in the league.
That's pretty high, but
Yeah.
And
Doug
receiver.
also
Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin catches touchdowns. Like, he's a good wide receiver. He's definitely way better than Funchess. But the Panthers do have DJ Moore, who's going to be a sneaky rookie wide receiver
That's
this
a
year.
big hype train that I'm not buying.
Also, you said
That's right.
Wilson, there's no other quarterback that does more for this team than Wilson.
Besides Cam Newton.
The Panthers, dude.
Yeah, but I'd still say that Russell does more than Cam does.
Especially now that Cam doesn't run the ball as often.
Yeah.
And he
The thing
for every play. I can't stand that.
Yeah. It's not going to ever be like that again. He gets hurt too often.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
faked so many injuries. I love it. And then I have this lucky guy at lucky 9, Andrew Luck. If he's lucky, he's top 10.
he finishes my top 10.
Yep, I got him at 10 as well.
Let me check. I don't have him on my list.
No.
You don't have
And
Andrew Luck on
I
your
can't
list?
blame you either, to be honest.
Why? Are you worried he's not going to play this year?
Yep.
No, I'm not worried he's not going to play.
Again?
I don't think he's going to have a very good year.
What's he gonna do? Go out for baseball?
Huh?
What's he gonna do? Go out for baseball? Vig's next favorite quarterback going out for baseball?
He's just playing for a bad team.
Yes. If
So
he
is
does play,
everyone else.
he is going to struggle because he's been out of real NFL football games for a long time. And he does not have the Colts team that he left when he was making playoffs.
That
It
is
is
true.
way worse.
I mean, Dante Moncrief's not there anymore.
So I'm giving Luck a 10, as that's about as good as I can do. And his worst that I think he could do is, like Tyler said, off the 20. Not even on
Do
there.
you think Andrew Luck has just about as good an upside of Cam Newton, a downside of Red Rocket?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yes, I'm dead. Yeah.
How many more? Andy Dalton's made the playoffs, hasn't he?
At least Dalton's got AJ Green.
Dalton's made the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
He makes the playoffs and then he loses every time.
What does Andrew Luck do?
makes the playoffs.
Do you want to know my number 9? Because this has been the coolest thing I've seen on all these past 3 years of fantasy that I'm just shocked by.
Oh God,
Are you ready for this?
no.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Bortles
Yes,
That's your number.
love it when he's ripping cigs.
at 9. And I
Nine.
wanted him even higher, but I had to hold back the Bortles hype. The year that Cam Newton went off, which I think was 2015-16 season,
He had 35 touchdowns.
he was number 4 quarterback.
Yeah,
The other 2 seasons, he's 9 and 13 in the last 3 years. He hasn't finished outside the top 13 in the last 3.
yeah, but that one year that you're talking about, he had Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson caught 15 touchdowns that year.
Allen Robinson's a distraction, dude.
And I'm saying even without him, he was 9 and 13. Those are incredible. I was like, Blake Bortles? This is the guy that is a joke to me until last year. Literally, I was shocked to see those stats.
He's so up and down, though.
But
You can't depend on him weekly.
Oh, that's a QB1. 13, 9, and 4 is a QB1 the last 3 years. He is a franchise quarterback in fantasy the last 3 years. That blows my mind.
I mean, he's a low-end QB1.
But he's still a QB1. That
Yeah.
probably goes in like round 10 in standard leagues.
Yeah, but dude, there
Oh,
were
he goes
some
up to
games that he had negative points.
Yeah, but I mean that's going to be any quarterback unless you're talking the top tier ones.
You're talking a top 10 quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Who cares?
There's 2 different
Still
tiers.
averaged top 13 the last 3 years.
Yeah, if I'm going top 10, I probably have 3
On
tiers.
the field and still top 13. Blake Bortles is the GOAT, man.
So where do you guys have Blake Bortles? Because I'm curious. now.
Not even on my list.
Yeah,
I do have him in my top 20. Not very far into it.
So you guys, I'm the only one that has him in the
Dude,
top
I could probably put him on here. Dude, I don't know why we always do top 20 for everything because the 20 is so damn hard. I mean, I
Especially
definitely
quarterbacks.
put him on here.
I could have 26 here. I have 6 people of my laughable jokes on the side.
I hope.
I mean,
Tannehill-
I wouldn't be surprised if Blake Bortles has a good year.
See, this will be the year he has even less to work with. So if he does it again this year, I'm officially buying the hype.
But I mean, Allen Robinson last year was absolute dog shit.
Yeah, do you remember what he had last year, man?
Alan Hearns and at least a rookie running
Allen
back
Hearns
that was
was
running the
too.
ball.
Wait, how many games did Hearns play last year?
Like 5.
Yeah.
D.D. Westbrook kind of came on the scene, but last year he got to rely on the defense. We all know that like defenses like that, they're never – I shouldn't say never, but very hard for them to repeat as good as they were last year. He's going to have more weight on his shoulders this year.
True,
Yeah,
and
no.
his last year of his contract.
Yeah.
This year is?
Yeah, year 5.
Oh man.
Bumping
Yeah.
him up.
I'm
Contract
telling
years
you
always
right
big time for
I'm telling
fantasy.
you right now. Oh, I can't wait for him to slide in the draft.
Yes.
Blake Bortles.
Hey,
I
can I
would put money on Blake Bortles going undrafted.
Yeah.
Not a 2-quarterback league, impossible.
Especially not after the season he had last year. He'll be ranked in everyone's magazines very high, so he'll get
Yeah.
picked.
Yeah.
Hey, Bortles, if you ever watch this once we all get famous, next time we see each other at Hopsinger, we'll go out back. I'll buy us a pack of cigs.
T. Hance has met him and he didn't even put him on the top 20.
I know.
And he's shouting him out. You can't do that. You can't shout him out and bash him at the same time.
Bortles, top 20.
bashing
Like,
I'm
Shout
saying
out.
I can put him on here. Dude, the difference between 10 and 32 in fantasy for quarterbacks is like they're pretty much the same.
No.
Pretty
No.
much.
Dak Prescott, 260. Jacoby Brissett, 206. That's like 4 weeks of 20-point weeks difference almost. That's big time.
Well,
Let's go back to listing, guys. Big Ben I have at 10.
I got
6.
10.
I'm
You
at
have-
5.
5? 6?
Yeah.
It's impossible to do bad with Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Le'Veon Bell. How can't you have good numbers?
Yeah, I mean, he just looks like Phillip Rivers.
He's also
Phillip Rivers with
the most inconsistent quarterback out there.
Yeah,
he's Phillip Rivers with great weapons.
true. All right.
Also, Philip Rivers has pretty good weapons too.
True.
Yeah, so I have Matt Ryan at 11.
12.
5.
5?
Dude.
Oh my! Matty Ice hasn't had a Matty Ice season
Yeah,
since the one Super Bowl.
and it's coming up. He had a Super
was-
Bowl hangover last year.
15. Then he was not even. I don't want
Yeah.
to miss the game. Okay, he was number 2.
That was his MVP season.
Yeah, so his stud season.
Matt
I'm
Ryan
not-
hasn't been a top 10 quarterback in his life. Yeah.
Okay, 19, 2, and 15, and you have him top 5 because he had one MVP season.
I mean, I have him at 11.
Who's your number 6, T. Hance?
Cam Newton. I've already
He is
told
better
you guys all
than
my top 10. All right, this is my top 10. Wentz, Rodgers, Watson, Breeze, Ryan, Newton, Rivers, Brady, Wilson, Big Ben.
You think Wilson isn't going to get more points than Matt Ryan? You got to be out of your mind, dude.
Honestly, I could probably scratch Wilson.
I hope everyone let T. Hance pick Matt Ryan in the 4th round this year. He can have him. Shoot, you can have him. He's a top 5 quarterback. You have him round 2. He's all yours.
No, I draft quarterbacks at the end, dude.
You take him.
No, I mean, if he's there at the end, hell yeah, I'll take him.
Matt Ryan top.
He's a top 5 quarterback.
All
That
right.
is-
Whatever.
What about Matthew Stafford?
I have him at 12.
Yeah, 11.
12.
16.
What'd you say?
16.
16. All right. I thought you said 26. All right. 13. I have Jimmy Garoppolo.
14 for me.
17 for me.
17. He's got a lot to prove on a bad roster.
And he's also only played 6 games. I didn't want to put him on there. I just couldn't think of other people. And definitely, I don't know why Garoppolo. I don't know why I didn't think of Bortles. He's played 6 games.
Okay, but he hasn't. He's played 4 games.
Hey, T-Hands. He played how many games?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many has Deshaun Watson played?
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, I knew this was coming too, but what's Watson's coach?
7, right?
Yeah, but what's Deshaun Watson's coach's name, and who did Deshaun Watson learn from?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien, and he was backing up Tom Savage. What do you think Tom Savage taught him?
Oh, I'm riding the Deshaun Watson train. I'm not off that at all.
That's what I'm saying. Is Deshaun Watson is a good ass quarterback.
Hey,
Garoppolo
6 games for your argument.
I think we can all agree on this. If Garoppolo didn't play in San Fran, he would be probably top 10 on all of ours. If he played on a good roster.
I couldn't agree.
If Garoppolo was in New England and Brady retired, he's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, okay, if he played in England, yeah.
Yeah, if he had Gronk, top receiving the league, man.
Yep.
All
Who
right,
else you got?
Jared Goff.
I got him at 13.
19.
14.
15.
The only
Mikhail-
reason I
Mikhail
kept him
super low on
higher.
him.
What?
You're
Yeah.
super low on him, Mikhail.
Yeah. Mainly, I wanted Goff at the bottom of my list. I didn't even want to put him on here just to make T-Hands mad because T-Hands all of a sudden loves the Rams.
Oh, you love the Rams.
Huh?
You love the Rams.
I mean, I like Gurley when he was a rookie.
Are you about to go to the
What's
doctor? Oh my god.
Oh,
I can set you out here if you want.
You are unreal.
Dude. Sorry, man.
Or
He is outside my top 20.
Huh?
like,
Tyler's outside my top 20.
he's 32 for me. All right, I don't even know who else. Mariota. Anyone have him?
20.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't rank anyone outside of 15 because I think they're all trash and basically the same.
Oh, I love my. Well, 14, I have Phillip. Where do you guys have?
Oh, okay. I kind of forgot about him. I have him at 8.
11.
T-Hands, where do you have Phillip Rivers?
7 or 8?
Yeah, I had him at 8 as well.
Here's why he shouldn't be that high, and I'll tell you right now.
What?
No tight end.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Hunter Henry getting hurt does hurt a lot.
He would be top 10 undisputed, but because of no tight end, I don't buy it. Outside. Just barely. Not bad, but just not going to be top 10. Not going to be a QB.
Phillip Rivers always has good seasons, though, no matter who gets hurt.
Phil Rivers is a slinger.
Dude, Keenan Allen, like, top 10 wide
Yeah.
receiver, easily got hurt, and he still had a good season.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, I do. The tight end thing does hurt.
16, I have Patrick Mahomes.
Holy shit. Brett Favre
19.
Jr.
I got him at 20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have him ranked, but I think he's a high upside guy.
It's because of Andy Reid. If it wasn't for him and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and Kareem
Sammy
Hunt and all these
Watkins.
guys, Sammy Watkins, if it wasn't for those guys,
Hopefully
he
Tyreek
would be
Hill,
snooze.
Yeah, he does have a lot of weapons around him. He's going to throw a lot of picks, though.
With
Put
that,
Jimmy Garoppolo in Kansas City. Are we talking about top 10 quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, with that being said, though, Mahomes is Lamar Jackson gonna play this year?
Yeah, but not for like probably the second half of the season once Joe Flacco. Once they're like,
No way.
yeah, I think Lamar will play this year.
No. He shouldn't play this year. He has no reason to play this year.
Other than they're losing.
What about
Well-
Baker? Is Baker playing this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker has to
I
play.
think
Why?
Cleveland they'll feel the pressure to play him and they'll fall into it.
They have Tyrod Taylor, dude.
Yeah, but once they start losing games because they're seeing teams so bad, The media's going to get to him.
My 11.
Josh Gordon and Jarvis.
That's why my 11 is the Browns quarterback. That's why.
Yeah,
Tyrod
Baker
Taylor.
Mayfield.
Huh?
Wait,
Tyrod
who do you
Taylor.
have 11?
Baker Mayfield.
But no, it's both. It's whoever's playing.
So you're gonna
You
just
guys are streaming the Browns quarterbacks this year.
Draft 2 players with 1 pick.
no, he's gonna draft the whole roster, dude.
Here's gonna be T. Hanson's quarterbacks. Round 3, I'm gonna
Phillip.
draft Matt Ryan, and then in rounds 4 and 5, I'm gonna draft Tyrod and Baker so I can lock down the number 32, 31, and 30.
No. I'm not going to have to take Baker that early because I'll be able to get him on the waivers. He'll be 0-3 by the time he starts.
Oh, he's going to start week 4?
Week 4 or 5, I bet, yeah.
I will make a bold prediction right now that we will see Lamar Jackson before we see Baker Mayfield in 2018.
At playing quarterback.
In a starting quarterback position.
No
I
way.
hope so because that means the Browns are playing well. I want to see the Browns ball out.
Tyrod Taylor's been something.
Someone to talk about Cleveland other than LeBron, or for something other than LeBron, huh?
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
Browns not going to be in Cleveland.
All right. What about Derek Carr? I think he's an interesting quarterback.
Yeah. How is his money coming in? Does he like the paychecks or does he kind of like not really like those?
I'm guessing he's like those $30 million a year.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, the thing
He's
is,
28.
he just got Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, exactly.
I got him at 18.
Same.
Yeah, he's got to be closer to 20 for me.
The thing that worries me about Derek Carr is that he's got a new head coach that I think everyone's a little unsure of right now.
What? That's the only thing that I like Derek Carr about right now.
We love Gruden, but let's be real. Is he going to actually enhance Derek Carr's game or no? Because
No, Derek Carr, he sucks, man. Derek
I
Carr.
don't get how good he had a good game.
I don't think Gruden running any quarterback right now because Gruden is such an old school guy, and the league has changed since he's been in it.
Kind of scares me. Kind of makes
He's
me think.
also a huge defense guy.
Yeah, more Sean than we're going to see Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much rounds out everyone that we've talked about. It's on my top 20. We've already said them all.
The one guy I want to talk about, and then I'm good with whatever, is Dak Prescott. Because I know T has him high. I need to know how high does he have him.
No, I don't have mine. No, I don't even. I actually don't even have him on here. Yeah,
Did you
dude.
just forget about him?
No, I know. I fucking called that or freaking called that year one time, but I don't know. I think he'll be top 20. Like I said, after the top 10, it's so hard to pick people. Like,
Not that hard.
I've got Mariota at 19, but I'd definitely put Dak over Mariota. I'd put Bortles over Mariota. I'd put Dak over Carr.
I got Dak as the number 1 QB2.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
have him 13?
So 13. Because I think he's going to – if you look at his numbers when Dez Bryant's off the field, he's better.
Huh?
He's better when Dez isn't in the field, in the game.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's also now not even on the team.
And now he's got Allen Hurns, who needed a new place to read.
Come on. But Allen Hurns is allergic to grass, man.
Good thing they play on
He's
turf.
got Ezekiel Elliott for 16 games. He's got a solid offensive line, dual threat quarterback, top QB2.
Yeah, I might not have him on my list, but you know that's the first quarterback I'm going for.
Yeah, Dak Prescott.
We're going to have 4 quarterbacks then.
Here, you want to know where Dak Prescott falls in my list? He falls right in the Jameis, Eli, Case Keenum, and Andrew.
That is a good list for some.
Fire.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because he's not that good.
It's a fantasy league, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather have Case Keenum on my fantasy team than Dak Prescott.
Okay, so let's talk about Case Keenum.
Dak Prescott doesn't throw picks, dude. Case Keenum does.
I'd rather have Case Keenum.
Nice
Case
receiver.
Keenum really does not, actually. Take that back.
I'd rather have the Red Rocket. Honestly, I'd rather have Eli.
Good God.
I like Eli. I'm not.
You got Eli at 12.
I got a good feeling about Eli. I got Eli at 15.
12.
I'm at 15.
I tell you what, T-Hance, I've never been so opposite of someone in all of my life on fantasy ratings.
Dude, well, I literally just got done watching this the Football America's game. And it was about the 2006 Giants or 2007 Giants. Kind of got me at Eli. So.
What year?
Did you just reference a whole decade ago? Oh my God, get that tongue back in your mouth and drink our sponsor because you need a little more wisdom from that IPA today.
Oh, man.
All right. What do you guys think of Mitchell Trubisky? Big old turd.
It's the Bears, man.
I think the Bears will be more respectable, but still a losing franchise.
I don't think they will. They play the Vikings and the Packers twice, plus Matt Stafford.
Yeah, he is terrible.
Huh?
I would rather have Drew Brees with a broken throwing hand than Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. I think we'll see a little bit of the Jared Goff this year.
With Mitch?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh,
yeah. I have Goff at 19, even after his season last year.
Tarek Cohen's not a rookie anymore. Get Allen Robinson. New coach with
Tarek Cohen was absolute trash after week 3 last year.
Yeah, but he was a rookie, and all rookies, for the most part, fail at some point.
Yeah, he failed.
But let's just keep in mind that he's got some weapons. New head coach, that's not John Fox. So I think we'll see some Jared Goff-like things from him this year. But I still don't like the Bears as an overall.
Oh,
All right.
so, Mikhail, back to the whole Rams thing. The Rams are definitely I think the Rams are the second most all-around talented team in the.
Okay, tell me this: when the Rams start to lose games, what's going to happen? That team is going to blow up. They have got so many names in that locker room that it is just going to turn into a fight.
Yeah.
I want to see it too.
But they got to start losing games first. I don't think they're going.
Yeah.
So who's your number one roster then, T?
Huh?
Who's your number one roster if you said the Rams? Oh, okay.
Who was number one?
Actually, you could probably put the Rams up front. I really don't know that many names.
I mean, I think the most talented roster is the Rams.
Yeah, I'd probably say the Rams, yeah.
But who did you say your number one was?
I said the Eagles, and I thought about it. I'm like, there's not really any names.
The only thing that's impressive about the Eagles is they have Nick Foles. Oh, and Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
You know what? You can draft him, Mikhail.
I will. You know I will.
I'll draft Zach Ertz, the guy who made Carson Wentz his rookie. It's not rookie, second year.
As soon as Dallas Goedert leaves the Eagles, I'm taking him. I don't even like it. South Dakota State, and I think Dallas Goedert's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Hell yeah.
We have got some hot takes from our sponsor tonight. That is all I'm saying.
Hot takes. Hey, what's next, though? Top 20 running backs or wide receivers?
No, we're never doing top 20 ever again, dude.
Dude, running backs, top. You got to do more than 20, though.
Oh, I'm not.
I don't think we do a top 20 anymore. Here's what I got for recommendation. If we're gonna do something like that, let's do something. We'll come up with something different for next week's show. Something along the lines of who is the most likely to bust first round. Come up with some guy there.
Like most likely to bust first round in a mock draft.
Yeah, and I also want to go through a mock draft. As the four of us talk it through, why we'd pick, who we'd pick, and come up with a team.
I'm not going to be able to put any input in that because I always just go with my gut.
Then you know what? Have a really good gut that night.
Drink a lot of that beer.
Dak Prescott every round. Man.
Oh God!
And whoever's behind center for the Browns.
Yeah.
Even if it's Kessler, I'll take him.
All right. So what are we doing next week? We doing mock or first round bust?
I say we do the mock this weekend.
Well, we'll
All right.
just do the mock next time.
All right. Next episode is the mock then.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for
Until
hopping on,
then.
boys.
Yeah, see you, dudes.
Later.